apart from the APT technology, it does anti-glycation, antioxidation, as well as hydration. So the night, see, the night is meant for us to do major replacement, DNA repair, restoration. So the night cream is actually an amazing product collaboration with Dr. Vincent Jakarta, a 10-year research for our night cream. So it's an amazing product, okay? So this is the night repair. So like I said, it has got four main jobs. The APT, right? The antioxidation, anti-glycation. So you take a lot of sugars, etc. So this will help to reverse signs of aging and wrinkles. Okay? Now another tip I was talking to you about earlier on, my own face, remember? This is the part 2. So I broke up and I had massive drying here because I do a lot of lasers here. Okay? I was like stunned, I didn't know what to do. I went to Google, called my friend who bought the same package as me, and I didn't know what's happening. I couldn't put my makeup on because I was flaking. My makeup couldn't sit, I was flaking. So I panicked. So again, I had no one to ask, so I went to go and Google, and my friend then told me, said, you know, we bought a package, let's just, she'll continue, because she had the same thing. She was worse. She went, who is familiar with the PPP? The laser thing, who knows? You all know, right? Okay, she signed 2 course of package with the PPP. Totally bad. She looked like a witch. You gave her a broom, she looked like the Halloween witch. So it was totally bad, okay? So she said she'll continue, but I couldn't continue because I had a wedding to attend, remember? So I said, look, I'm gonna stop. So I stopped and I went back to my old products, and I really didn't know what to do. Okay, I wanna tell you. So then after the whole wedding, I kind of had to brace myself because my friend then, who continued, had very good skin after that. So I had to brace myself, look at my calendar, got no dinner, got no birthday, got no nothing for 2 weeks to try the product again. Okay? And so I did. And there's no turning back. 4 years later, I've not gone for one facial, one laser, one IPL, one nothing. At all. So there's no. So sometimes when we abuse our skin, that's what I'm trying to tell you. If we abuse our skin, or you have people or friends or family members who have gone through diamond abrasion, blah blah, expect a healing crisis is nothing to be afraid of, because our products contain no paraben, no chemicals, and it's totally safe for use. So if you are just a regular person who not so extreme like me, no issues, you know. But if there are some reaction, don't be afraid, okay? But having said that, there are some people with allergic reactions. So allergy is different from my healing crisis, because allergy comes like this. When you apply a small portion, it turns red immediately. Okay, it turns red immediately. Because what happens is our cells remember. Our cells remember allergy. So even if you allergic to something, 40 years later, you don't take, and then you take it, the cells remember, it will flare up. So it could be anything that the ingredient it contains, it could be allergic to. Then if that is the case, then of course you stop. For allergic reactions, once you stop, it will wear out. Okay? So other than that, that is what I wanted to share with you. So if there are reactions, don't be afraid of it, because I'm a living testimony that I went through, and I've had, I mean, this is a far and few of people who have gone through extensive face stuff. Okay? I want to just tell you a little bit more about, okay, this is the unique part about our superiority of our wellness range. Okay? So now, I also want to share with you my testimony. So this is me. Okay? So this, can you see my lines? This was me at 42. Bad lines and stuff. That was me at 42. Okay? My 42 birthday. And that's me at 46. And this is me at 47! Terrible pictures, please. Okay. Next picture, my mom. Look like or not? Oh, wait, sorry. Look like or not? Okay. See my mom's pigmentation? And this. Okay? Again, I was going to tell you, depends, you kind of need to use the full entire range to know what product you like. As for me, I have vitamin C allergy. So personally, I cannot use the brightener because I will break out badly. Okay, so I don't. So my best friend is the serum and my ultimate lifting mask, and now my new best friend is the Hydro Shield. Okay, my mom's best friend, as you can tell, is the Flawless because it has done a lot of her for her into and this was her at 70. Yeah. Okay, this one, the neck, is another story for another day. Reserve. Since I'm at this, I must well tell you. Okay, my mom is an accountant with Singapore Airlines. So after 60 years old, I'm telling you because we need to drive as well. So I was looking at her face, I said, okay, story can tell. So my mom is an accountant. So with Singapore Airlines, what happens is this. After 60, you don't get employed. You by a medical review, and then you get a contract basis. So they found a really small lump. Sorry. Wow, what did I do? Okay, they found a lump, nothing like this, nothing. It was really small. They found a lump. So it didn't affect her. She was eating properly, she was working, she was playing her mahjong, and all good. So, but Singapore Airlines say we need to find out what it is to do a biopsy, otherwise we won't renew your contract. So my mom refused. Okay? She refused to do anything, and then she said, oh, okay. The story was that because my uncle had passed away from lung cancer, so despite all that was being done, he still passed on. So she says, I'll just go like that. It's not affecting me, whatever. Okay? But as it were, it didn't whatever, because it grew in 6 months. Okay? So until then, we still don't know it was, because she won't get it checked. Okay, but by this point, she had problem eating. So she was from very soft food to congee, until one day my brother called me and said, look, your mother you take care since you're a housewife, because she's not listening and she chokes in her sleep. I don't want to come back from work one day and to find a body there, because she was choking in her sleep because she couldn't swallow saliva. So she did come to my house for a while. She stayed with me. She couldn't eat that much because she was on a liquid diet, so reserve was what she took. Okay, I honestly didn't expect this to happen. I didn't even really notice it, I must say. Okay, so I actually went out after a couple of months, 2 months. We went out because it was the last 3 days with Singapore Airlines. Yes, she wasn't given that contract, so she couldn't work at Singapore Airlines. So it was the last few times, and we went to Charlie's Corner. So this picture is East Coast, Changi Village. We went to eat fish and chips. So then after that, she called me, hey, thank you for the lunch and etc. So I said, oh, welcome. I said, I ate fish and chips. I said, Mom, I know I was there. And she said, I ate fish and chips. Then I'm like, what's she trying to tell me? Like, I was there, all right? And I realized that she was swallowing. She was trying to tell me that she could eat and she would swallow. And then this picture was taken when we were there, and this collage, my mother did, not me. But when she did this collage, she had a different agenda. And I'll tell you the agenda. So she said, instead of giving me so much of reserve, can you give me more brightener? So that was the story behind this picture. To tell me that her face was very good, that she wanted brightener instead. Okay? Now, I'm going to touch on something that is, some of you may want to ask. Eczema. Okay, this is my daughter. Okay, can you see how horrendous it is? Okay. I did show you another picture where her leg, all broken skin, etc. Now, so it had to come to me that her form teacher called me and said, look, can you please bring her to the doctor to get her certified to be exempted from physical exercise completely? Because every time she comes out from physical exercise, she'll be scratching, taking out her shoe, scratching her leg because it's really, really itchy because it's eczema. Okay? So, and then I didn't want to because, steroids was discoloration and it grew from here to here and it really spread. It was getting really bad. And to the point that she used to have to wear a cardigan because she's embarrassed because she's a girl, right? She would wear a cardigan. But guess what? The more she wore a cardigan, the worse it got. So it's like a chicken and egg situation. She'll come in, she'll be scratching and stretching, and then she'll be sometimes crying because if she showers, then she'll be screaming in the toilet, right? So I was at my wit's end at that moment. I just gave her reserve, and we all know reserve goes on a cellular level, so it would take time. This didn't have time. So when I came and I realized that we could use the serum. And guess this is what happened within 6 days. Yeah. Today her hands are perfect like this. Okay? 6 days, this was 6 days. The inflammation, now what eczema essentially is an autoimmune system, right? Now, we all have sebum on our skin. We need to have oil to protect ourselves, right? Now, eczema is a situation when the oil is not there, which is why it's very itchy. So the more they scratch, the more they feel itchy, the more they feel they are dirty, they go and wash. And then wash, strips away more, and then more. And it's a vicious cycle because you're scratching, you're washing, you're scratching, you're washing, and it gets worse. So you go to the doctor to get steroids. So what do steroids do? They don't heal. They suppress the autoimmune system so that you don't get the symptomatic problems of the itchy, redness, etc. When your hypodermis push out and then it recovers, then what happens? You think, oh, steroids heal. Guess what? Mom, relapse. That's what happens. Okay? It didn't heal, it suppresses steroids. So what you can do for people with eczema, body renewal. Take this as your water because you clean it, take a tissue, remove it, and leave it there because that area already doesn't have enough sebum. So this will act as a protective layer for your skin to slowly. So my recommendation is when it's really bad and angry like this, very angry red, use a serum to calm it down. But it's very expensive, right? Yeah, exactly. So apply it when it's very angry and when emergency situations, use it. But for maintenance, when it's not so bad like this, right? Again, depending on your pockets, you can until it totally eradicates, or you can use your body renewal. So you can do that. So I recommend that the body renewal can be used the entire, especially for eczema situations. Okay? Okay, let me now check on her face. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Excellent. Any questions?
Thank you. Perfect.
Thank you. It's a professor, by the way. See you in Japan! We're to Okinawa. He's a professor for anti-aging. And he said, good job. So our products are amazing! Yes. Yes.
Do you wait the serum dry first and then you
Yes.
put brightener?
Yes. Yes.
But you said mix it everything.
No need. I wouldn't. Let the serum fully absorb first, then put the brightener. Yes. Any questions? Anybody has issues that I can help? Yes. 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 Okay. Which means to say, always litmus test and any new product. Okay. Now, people who have allergy tendency, you are already allergic, right? Means you know you have allergic skin. So if you know that personally you have allergic skin, then on new products you don't on the whole face because you don't know, right? So you apply the small portion here that it will not affect, then you continue the entire. If it's no problem, use the entire range. But people who have who are more sensitive and allergy, use one product at a time because although it's using APT, every different product contains different other ingredients inside, like cucumber, like lentil extract, incidentally, yeah? Okay, stuff like that. So you might want to just try product by product. If you have more allergic skin conditions, then yes.
Product by product, maybe today I just use this one.
Yes. Yes. Like babies, when they're very young, you want to test what kind of food they're allergic, you introduce one food by one food, right? Because if you use the entire range, you don't know what you're allergic to. It might not be the whole range, it might be just one item. Yeah? So people who have, like, example, people who have breakouts, typically in this area are generally hormonal. So sometimes it will have a lot coming out first because it's trying to balance your hormones because we're working inside out. So it will take a while to heal and then it will get better. Okay? So for pigmentation, if you get it around here, it's because of your liver. Yeah? Okay. Okay, we can peel off now. Can we just turn to while I do the review? So what you do is from the bottom here. Okay. Like face off, so nice. Yeah. Okay. Very nice. Wow. Can you see how nice her skin, how luminous and how much fairer? Yeah. See the brightening of her skin. Yeah. Okay, at this point, after that, right, you wipe off and then you can put your serum. For me, I don't want to pull my face. Okay, I don't want to pull my face. Can I have maybe clean water to just clean my face a little? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, so what I want to do is clean her face a little. After I clean off, you feel how soft your skin is. You can feel it's a lot softer because of the soothing effects of the cucumber. Okay. Whenever you're cleaning your face, always do it upwards. Don't pull your face down. And when you're in the eye area, always be very gentle. Okay. Now, you know the serum, sometimes because it absorbs really quickly, when your face is in a good condition and it absorbs very quickly, your face is very pliable. So what you can do is, what I do sometimes is, when my face is a little bit damp still, when it's still damp, I don't dry my face, okay? I put the serum, okay? Yeah, when it's still damp. So it's easier to spread, okay? And then I massage, okay? So sometimes you want to have Avion water if you're traveling, you don't want the whatever water outside, right? So you massage the face, okay? When it's still a bit slippery, okay? But once it gets tacky, a bit dry, then please stop. Don't pull your face. The minute it starts to dry, then use the butterfly fingertips, okay, to dry the face. And then you get a nice face. There you go. And so you can, to protect your face a little bit more, as I was saying earlier, use your ring finger and then dab. Okay? So this part I will dab. This part, if you want, you use inward strokes. Okay? Okay, apply this in. Okay? And voila! This is how you protect your face from aging. Okay. How much cleaner your face looks. Yeah. Okay, this is all for the beauty workshop for information and testimony. Any questions before we end the session? Maybe just two? If not?
You haven't put your brighten?
No, I haven't. Okay, I should use the brighten.
Brighter and
Wow, she loves you a lot.
the night cream.
And night cream, amazing.
I have a question about the night cream.
Yes.
Oily skin. It's oily.
Yes. Yes. Very good question. I also break out when using night cream. You all don't ask, means got no answer, lor. Okay. Night cream is excellent. Right, now see, can you see it's got this like whole thing? Yeah. Okay, so what happens is when some people have oily face, like for myself, okay? Now, so when you put the night cream and it's too rich for you, you can do a few things. There are a few things you can do. The first thing is you can use it alternate nights. If it's still too oily, 1 week, 2 times. So what I do for myself is I apply it twice a week. I apply my night cream on. After I apply my night cream on, I leave it for 5 minutes. I use a tissue and I dab off the excess. And then that's it. I have no issue. Okay, you can use it alternate days. You can use it once in 2 weeks. But for me, I use once in 2 weeks, and yet after I apply, 5 minutes for it to absorb, and then I dab off. So I don't have an issue. Yeah. Yeah. So for skin varies people to people, person to person. So it's very hard to say, which is why I'm opening up for questions. If you have any issues, your partners or whatever have any issues, I can actually help you with. Yes.
My daughter, she has more, her pores are closed, but it tends to get clogged. So will that also help to unclog the pores?
Back to basics. Wash properly. A lot of us, no, serious, I cannot stress this enough. A lot of us underestimate washing of face. We really do. We think we feel squeaky clean and we're done. We're not. Okay, so to be able to do that, because our cleanser has a peeling agent. So unless you peel out the dead cells to reveal, so once you finish your washing of your face properly, 45 seconds, ready to a minute, to exfoliate, then you use the mask to draw out the impurities. Yes.
So
You
even
try.
though the pores are closed, it can still help.
Yes, for sure. Sure, but you need to wash your face properly for 45 seconds to a minute. Proper. I cannot stress enough, no matter how good the products are, if you don't wash it right, you won't reap the full results. So I cannot stress enough in the washing of our particular cleanser. Okay? Alright, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. This is our wonderful end! So how do you feel?
Like it's subtle and it feels very limited. The products are very
You feel good? You're welcome. You should use the night cream, day cream for the neck all the time, including your mask. Hydro Shield. It's so good because it fights free radicals in the daytime and it's very hydrating. It's got the coconut, I forgot the name. Okay, so now when you peel the hydrating hydro mask, it's got 2 other parts, right? You put that on, then don't waste those 2. It's so packed with stuff, right? Put it on the entire body because you want to look young everywhere. So don't waste that. Okay, and it's a very amazing, powerful, it's totally moisturizing, but the most important thing is able to fight the free radicals in the daytime, so you have to protect that and to reverse that for the day. So it's very, very, very powerful. That's my second love now, really. Third, serum, ultimate lipstick mask, and then the hydration. Okay? Thank you!